1970, hikers in Norway found a woman's body burned almost beyond recognition in a remote valley. Her fingerprints had been deliberately destroyed. Her face was unrecognizable. The labels had been cut out of every piece of her clothing. When police searched a train station locker connected to her, they found suitcases packed with disguises, a coded notebook, and evidence she had traveled under at least 9 different fake identities. Someone had spent years making sure that if she died, no one would ever know who she really was. If you're new here, this channel covers real unsolved mysteries, documented cases that still don't have answers. If that's your thing, subscribe, because this case involves fake identities, possible espionage, and a woman who has never been identified. On November 29th, 1970, a father and his 2 daughters were hiking through Isdal Valley, near Bergen, Norway, a valley whose name, fittingly, translates to Ice Valley. Among the rocks, they discovered the badly burned body of a woman. Her body showed signs consistent with a struggle before death. Near her were an empty bottle that once contained a flammable liquid, sleeping pills, and a damaged umbrella. Her face was disfigured beyond recognition. Her fingertips had been burned away, seemingly to prevent fingerprint identification. All identifying tags had been cut from her clothing. Investigators initially considered suicide, but several details didn't add up, including the extreme effort taken to prevent identification, which is highly unusual in cases of suicide. Filled with handwritten codes believed to log the woman's travel movements across Europe, investigators eventually cross-referenced hotel registries and discovered she had used at least 9 different aliases across various European cities in the months before her death. Roughly 2 weeks before the body was found, police had been alerted to 2 unclaimed suitcases left in luggage lockers at the Bergen train station. When investigators connected these suitcases to the unidentified woman, what they found deepened the mystery significantly. Inside were clothes with their labels carefully removed, several wigs, and a pair of glasses fitted with plain, non-prescription lenses, apparently used purely as a disguise. They also found a notebook filled with handwritten codes believed to log the woman's travel movements across Europe. Investigators eventually cross-referenced hotel registries and discovered she had used at least 9 different aliases across various European cities in the months before her death, each with a slightly different backstory and nationality. She had gone to extraordinary lengths to make sure her true identity remained hidden, both in life and now in death. Norwegian police launched a significant investigation, releasing photos of her disguised appearance and asking the public and international authorities for help identifying her. Witnesses recalled seeing the woman in various hotels, describing her as fluent in multiple languages, sophisticated, and secretive about her movements. Some witnesses claimed she had been seen with different men at different times and had shown unusual anxiety about her hotel rooms and surroundings shortly before her death. Investigators attempted dental record comparisons and circulated information across multiple countries, but no positive identification was ever made. The case attracted attention from Norwegian intelligence services, given the unusual behavior patterns, the coded notebook, and the disguises, all details commonly associated with espionage activity during the Cold War era. However, no government ever officially claimed her as an agent, and no definitive evidence of espionage. For decades, the case went cold, becoming local legend in Bergen. In more recent years, researchers and journalists renewed interest in the case, using modern forensic techniques to attempt identification. Isotope analysis on her teeth and bones suggested she had spent her early years in a region near the border of France and Germany, narrowing her possible origin, though still not confirming her identity. Despite advanced DNA testing and renewed international appeals, no family member, relative,
or definitive match has ever come forward. The coded notebook has also never been fully deciphered, and its true meaning remains debated among researchers to this day.
with no confirmed identity and no conclusive cause of death, several theories remain. Theory 1. She was an intelligence operative. Her disguises, coded notes, multiple aliases, and extensive European travel closely match patterns associated with espionage work during the Cold War, though no agency has ever confirmed this. Theory 2. She was murdered to protect a secret. Some believe she was killed by associates or handlers to prevent information from being exposed, and the burned fingerprints were an attempt to erase any trace of her true identity. Theory 3. A private, deeply personal reason for her secrecy. A smaller number of researchers believe her disguises may not have been related to espionage at all, but rather an attempt to escape a dangerous personal situation, unrelated to any government activity. Without a confirmed identity, no theory can be definitively proven or ruled out.
And here's the detail that still haunts investigators to this day. Whoever this woman really was, she spent months, possibly years, carefully constructing a life built entirely on false identities. She was fluent, careful, and disciplined enough to maintain those disguises across multiple countries without ever being caught. And in her final act, whether by her own hand or someone else's, the last identity she protected was her real one. Over 50 years later,
we still don't know her name. So who do you think the Isdal Woman really was? A spy? A runaway? Or something else entirely? Let me know your theory in the comments. Subscribe to Mystery Vault for more real unsolved mysteries. Next week's story might be even stranger.